She's not going to be safe with the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
She single-handedly managed to describe a plot that absolutely nobody in their right mind was asking for when they thought about Snow White.
Just take your tax write-off, just cancel it, take your tax write-off, and go back to the drawing board.
The public has already harshly criticized Rachel Zegler's performance as Snow White, with many calling for a recap of the film and believing that Lucy Hale would be a perfect fit for the part due to her remarkably realistic appearance and even her personality seeming appropriate for the part. Given that Disney has already made numerous changes to the film and even decided to postpone it by another year, fans think it might be possible to recast Rachel and have Lucy play the Snow White that everyone deserves. The controversy didn't end there, though, as Disney received a lot of backlash for the way they've been showcasing the iconic dwarf characters in the film. Initially, it seemed like Disney was fully planning on casting the 7 dwarfs as they are, but they changed their minds and chose to portray the dwarfs as magical creatures. This turned into a huge debate because many people felt it was extremely disrespectful of Disney to do so. The backlash began when Rachel was cast because many people felt that having a Latina actress play the iconic Snow White wasn't only wrong because she lacked pale skin and jet black hair, but she was also twisting the princess into something she wasn't.
Taken back by they're very proud to cast a Latino actress as Snow White.
Yeah.
But you're still telling the story of Snow White,
yeah.
7 dwarfs.
Sure.
Look, take a step back and look at what you're doing there. It makes no sense to me. You're progressive in one way, but you're still making that fucking backward story of 7 dwarves living in a cave. What the f are you doing, man?
However, when Disney altered the film to accommodate Peter's wishes, many others felt that the part should have gone to actors who truly have dwarfism. This led to a lot of criticism, particularly when images from the set started to circulate, showing the magical creatures in all shapes and sizes, none of which seemed to fit the original dwarf roles, which many fans feel was a bad idea. This, along with Rachel's casting, sparked a lot of discussion about boycotting the film because fans weren't happy with the direction Disney was taking. As more and more of Rachel's interviews surfaced online, it became clear that she was completely inappropriate for the part. Her claim that Snow White and the prince were portrayed as though it was 1937 no longer received a lot of criticism because many fans felt she was devaluing the film's original ideals by portraying true love and the quest for friendship negatively, which painted Rachel in a very negative light. This, along with Disney's decision to alter the dwarf's appearance and the film's main themes, led to the film being labeled as woke because it appeared to cater to a specific fan base. Due to the negative response to the studio's choices, Disney was forced to postpone the film in order to make the required adjustments. The date was changed from 2024 to 2025 in the hopes of improving things and appealing to a larger audience. But Rachel Zegler wasn't helping the studio in any way because she kept disparaging the original film's values, even going so far as to acknowledge that she had only seen it once and that she had been afraid of it as a child. Many people interpreted this as her being unsuited to play the part that many other actresses could only imagine.
She's not going to be safe with the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again.
It became evident that Disney was indeed making adjustments when a fresh image from the film surfaced, but it also became apparent that they might be making the wrong ones. It turns out that Disney decided to alter the 7 dwarfs once more due to the delay, but this time no real actors were cast in the roles. The shared image featured Rachel seated in a chair with the uncanny-looking dwarfs, all of whom had Martin McFay's face added to CGI bodies. This decision sparked even more criticism, possibly more than previously, because Disney was obviously concentrating on the wrong things, and, rather than making any significant changes, they created something even worse. Since it was made clear from the beginning that Disney was working to achieve as much representation as possible, fans even went so far as to demand that the film be cancelled because their wishes had not been heard. Many believed that if the film was postponed until 2025, the studio would have plenty of time to recast Rachel and correct its mistakes in order to still appeal to the original fans of the film, but it began to appear as though Disney might end up losing even more money as a result of its odd choices. It was especially R's casting that began raising even more alarms, since many people felt like recasting her would be the only way to save the movie from failing, and that making the move might actually be the smartest thing for Disney to do. It's even been reported that Rachel has been removed from another movie production because of her controversies, since she was initially supposed to be a part of Paddington 3. It was revealed by The Hollywood Handle on Twitter that the movie would continue filming without Rachel, but no actual reason was given. This made many fans speculate, since it was looking more and more like she had gotten herself in trouble with the studio. Some people speculated that the actors' strike might have had something to do with it. However, other actors on the project who were also a part of the strike were still kept on the project, meaning it couldn't have been that. This is why many people believe that Rachel could easily be replaced in Snow White as well. Especially since the project has been delayed for a whole other year, many people have already started to speculate who could possibly replace Rachel in the role, and a huge contestant has actually been Lucy Hale, who basically looks identical to Disney's original portrayal of Snow White. Not only has Lucy been a celebrated actress for years, but it also seems like she herself would love to play the role, as she has embraced the Snow White look in the past. Many people would be more than happy to see her jump into the role, not only to fulfill everyone's dreams for how Snow White is supposed to look, but also to bring some honor to the role. The way Rachel has been acting regarding the role has left fans with such a bad taste in their mouth that any improvement would be more than welcome. With a whole extra year added to production, this could certainly be possible, especially since it doesn't look like Lucy Hale has any other project on her roster, and with Rachel's role in the new Hunger Games movie, it wouldn't hurt her to lose out on this one role that doesn't even seem to be something she really wants to play. Hopefully someone like Lucy would be able to give fans what they really want to hear, since things can only go up from where they are right now. Fans are also hoping that the delay could cause Disney to change some of the key elements from the movie, such as the prince's role in the story and the dwarf's actual appearance. With the way things are looking, there's very little to be excited about, and the more people complain, the more of a chance there is for Disney to actually make some significant changes that could end up saving the movie. It would take more than just changing the dwarfs to save the fan base and to get older fans to tune into the movie, since the movie is such a childhood staple for many people. Do you guys believe Lucy Hale would make a better Snow White? Let me know down below, and don't forget to check out this other video.